Hi guys, my name is Nicole, licensed clinician, and we're here talking about everyday things that impact our mental health and fitness. And I know I have said in quite a few videos that, if you're struggling through something, or if you just need to process through stuff that has happened maybe in the past or that's happening now, you just need that extra person in your corner who is unbiased and also on your side. We talked about finding a good therapist, and so I feel like a lot of people struggle with how do I do that? How do I find a good therapist? What does it mean to have a good therapist? So first of all, depending on what insurance you have, that would impact the therapist that you're able to connect with, right? So if you look on the back of your insurance card, there might be a phone number for behavioral health. You can call that and see if they can connect you with one of their providers. Or you can go on something like Psychology Today and enter in all of the filter criteria that you need to and find one that way. There are also different platforms like Headway or Alma, where a lot of times therapists kind of use that platform to help with the billing and administrative aspect of things. So you can find their profiles listed like that. So there's a lot of different ways that you can find a therapist that takes your insurance, and also maybe that has a specialty in whatever it is that you're struggling with. So if it's just life changes, man, you can probably go to most therapists, but some therapists actually specialize in different stages of life and the changes that come along with that. So a rule of thumb, particularly if you've either A, had a bad experience with therapists in the past, or B, have never gone to therapy before, something to remember is that the majority of us don't marry our high school sweethearts, right? So the same concept kind of goes for therapists. The majority of us might not hit it off with our therapist, to the first therapist that we connect with. The therapy is in the relationship. So if you don't feel by session 3 or 4 that your therapist is somebody who truly supports and listens to you and creates a space for you to be able to open up and talk about the things that really actually matter to you, and also challenges you to stick to the goals that you guys set in session 1 or 2 and hold you accountable. A lot of people get uncomfortable with being held accountable because it's very familiar to just kind of keep on doing whatever you're doing, even though you're going to therapy to kind of change that. So that's not a good reason to leave your therapist, because they're holding you accountable to things and trying to make you rise to the occasion and step up and change stuff in your life. However, I would say that if you don't feel like you can be honest with your therapist and open at any point, then that would be a good reason to change. In the beginning, it might be a little awkward, it might be a little weird, you might need to warm up a little bit more, but you can see the potential that things are going to be okay. It's just getting yourself to the point where you're comfortable talking to somebody about some things that have happened to you or some things that you're dealing with. So I would say give it 3 or 4 sessions, and if you're still not vibing with it, then please just don't ghost your therapist. Don't start making excuses. Just tell them outright, hey, I think that we're not a great fit, and I might need somebody different, and they can actually help you find somebody who might be a better fit. Keep that in mind.